Hey, everyone! Welcome back to the Old Charles. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of our exciting videos. Today, we're diving into the world of Philippine coins and taking a closer look at a particularly interesting one, the 1986 5 peso coin. It's a piece of history, and you may just be surprised by its value today. Let's get into it. Here it is, the 1986 5 peso coin from the Philippines. A relatively small coin with a big story to tell. The 5 peso coin was first issued in 1983 and was part of a larger overhaul of the Philippine coinage. It replaced the 1 peso note, which was in circulation for many years. This coin is distinctive not only because of its value but also because of the historical significance tied to its release. Let's break this down, starting with the design. On the obverse, you can see a beautiful image of the Philippine seal. It's got the iconic sun, the 3 stars representing Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, and the eagle that's synonymous with the nation's strength. The reverse side of the coin features a portrait of President Ferdinand Marcos, and you'll notice the year 1986 stamped clearly on it. In 1986, the Philippines was undergoing a period of significant political change. The People Power Revolution had just taken place, leading to the ousting of President Ferdinand Marcos and the rise of Corazon Aquino. So, while this coin represents a moment in time, it also holds a deeper historical context. The fact that it was released during such a transformative year adds an extra layer of significance to its value. Now, let's talk about the current value of this coin. If you're looking to add a 1986 5 peso coin to your collection, the value will depend on its condition. A coin in circulated condition, meaning one that has been used in transactions, will typically range in value from 5 to 15 pesos. This is relatively low since it's not considered rare. However, if you happen to have one in mint or uncirculated condition, you could see a bit of a premium. The value could range from 20 to 50 pesos depending on the quality and demand from collectors. So, what makes this coin special? While it's not rare, it's definitely a piece of Filipino history. Coins like this one can remind us of the time when the country was going through major political changes. The 1986 5 peso coin is also part of a transitional period in Philippine coinage when the design and size of the coins were revamped to reflect national identity and pride. If you're out there hunting for this coin, it's essential to know how to assess its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from good to uncirculated. Let's take a look at some of the grading terms. A good coin has obvious signs of wear, while very fine means it still retains most of its details. A mint state coin has no signs of wear, and an uncirculated coin is basically brand new. Collectors of Philippine coins know that certain years, mint marks, and designs can be more valuable than others. The 1986 5 peso, though not rare, is still part of a larger collection of coins that document a unique time in the country's history. If you're a collector, it's always worth keeping an eye on local auctions, coin shops, or online marketplaces to grab one in pristine condition. Let's not forget the larger political context. In 1986, the Philippines was in the midst of an upheaval, with the end of Ferdinand Marcos's regime marking a pivotal moment in the country's history. Coins like the 5 peso from that year carry more than just monetary value, they hold a piece of that revolution, which makes them more meaningful to collectors and history enthusiasts alike. So, what do you think? Do you have a 1986 5 peso coin stashed somewhere? Or are you thinking about starting a coin collection? Drop a comment below and let us know your thoughts. If you're looking to learn more about Philippine currency, be sure to check out our other videos where we explore other historical coins from the Philippines. The 1986 5 peso coin from the Philippines is an interesting piece of currency that carries historical significance, both in terms of numismatics and the country's political landscape. Let's dive into its history, design, and relevance. The 5 peso coin was first introduced in 1975 during the administration of President Ferdinand Marcos as part of the BSP, Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, coin series. Before the introduction of coins for higher denominations, the 5 peso value was originally issued as a banknote. However, due to inflation and increased demand for higher value coins, the BSP introduced the 5 peso denomination as a coin in 1975. By 1982, the design of the 5 peso coin was updated, featuring President Ferdinand Marcos on the obverse front. This was part of a wider push by the Marcos administration to standardize the coinage system. The same design was used in 1986, making this particular year of the coin historically significant. Features the portrait of President Ferdinand E. Marcos, who ruled the Philippines from 1965 to 1986. The inscription Pangulo ng Pilipinas, President of the Philippines, is seen at the top. The year 1986 is minted at the bottom. Displays the seal of the Central Bank of the Philippines, Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, BSP. The year 1986 was one of the most crucial moments in Philippine history. This was the year of the People Power Revolution, which led to the end of Ferdinand Marcos's dictatorship and the rise of Corazon Aquino as the new president. The People Power Revolution, EDSA Revolution, was a peaceful protest that happened from February 22 to 25, 1986, where millions of Filipinos marched against Marcos's 21-year rule. On February 25, 1986, Marcos was forced to flee to Hawaii, marking the end of his presidency and the beginning of the Aquino administration. Since this 5 peso coin was minted in 1986, it technically became one of the last Philippine coins to feature Ferdinand Marcos before he was removed from power. The 1986 5 peso coin was widely used in daily transactions in the Philippines. It remained in circulation until it was demonetized in 1998, meaning it was no longer legal tender after that year. The coin was replaced by a smaller 5 peso version in 1991, featuring a new design with the hero Emilio Aguinaldo instead of Ferdinand Marcos. Even though this coin is no longer in use, it is still collected by numismatists, coin collectors, due to its historical significance and its connection to the transition of power in the Philippines. Since the 1986 5 peso coin was mass-produced, it is not considered rare. In circulated condition, used condition, its value is around 5 to 15 Philippine pesos today. In uncirculated or mint condition, the price could be 20 to 50 pesos depending on its quality. Some collectors value it more because of its connection to the Marcos era and the People Power Revolution. The 1986 Philippine 5 peso coin is more than just a piece of metal, it represents a turning point in Philippine history. It was issued at a time of political transition, making it a symbol of both the end of Marcos's rule and the rise of a new government. The value of the 1986 Philippine 5 peso coin depends heavily on its condition and grading. Coin collectors use a grading system to determine how well a coin has been preserved over time. Below are the different conditions and how they affect the coin's value. No signs of wear. Sharp, well-defined details. Bright luster and no scratches or discoloration. Looks just like it did when it was first minted. Value ** 100 to 300 php or more. These coins are the most valuable and are usually kept in coin holders or albums. Specially minted for collectors with a mirror-like finish. High quality striking and perfect details. Can go higher than 500 php**, but proofs of this coin are rarely available. The condition of the 1986 5 peso coin plays a big role in its value. While heavily circulated coins are only worth face value, uncirculated or well-preserved pieces can be valuable to collectors. If you have one in great condition, it's best to store it properly to maintain its value.